without further ado, let's finally complete our takeover of the first opposing company. Alright everybody, hello and welcome back to another episode on Rise of Industry with me, Spacefish, and welcome back to our beautiful industrial empire, which we've built over the last few episodes to quite the good extent, I must say, indeed. We have made some absolutely awesome advancements, getting our industry up and running, making tons and tons of money off it, optimizing a ton about every single branch that we are now meddling in, and really getting a lot of return from the whole job. So much, in fact, that we have, in the last episode, finally started taking over our first competitor. As you can see right here, we are now technically super close to taking the competitor over. But there is one crucial detail right here. No, it isn't. I was actually wrong. I just saw that the stocks are at 99 million, but that's the total stock value. You can see right here, the last stock is going to cost us 10 million bucks. And our initial takeover plan was to potentially take like 20-30 million in loans out to actually go take over the company, which, due to our insane cash flows, turns out that we didn't really need to do. So that's even better, because, you know, the less loans at the end of the day, the easier and the better for us, the more money we get from all our endeavors. And we are now super close to finishing our first ever takeover, which I'm super stoked about, because we will get a ton of permits, 3 to be specific, so really a lot. We will get a ton of gatherers, a ton of farms, a ton of factories, even some warehousing. And, crucially, we will also inherit any on-top technology that this company currently has researched when we go and take it over, which is absolutely beautiful. I'm really looking forward to it, really hyped for today's episode, and whenever we do get that, we will go and actually look at all the stuff that's currently happening out here, what kind of production chains there are, what we can optimize, what we can make from all the stuff that is currently going on, and hopefully we will get more and more profit ramped up, and then when all those optimization bits are done and everything's taken care of and we've got some beautiful advancements going right there, we may already be looking at the next takeover here with Parts Corporation. That said, you can see those stocks are a little more valuable, so that will probably be a bit of a longer grind. But we are very much in a great position. I am really looking forward to this, and I really hope that this episode should be quite fun. So if you do like it, definitely make sure to go ahead and smash that like button right down below for the YouTube algorithm. Would really appreciate that a ton. Of course, make sure to subscribe right down below, because we're still a very small channel, very well on our way to 1,000 subs. Every single person at this stage just really does a ton for the channel, so thank you so much if you did that. But without further ado, let's go and finally get going on today's episode. Now, the first task of the day is, of course, to make the associated amount of money necessary to take over Waterworth, which should hopefully not take all too long. Maybe we'll even get some cool contracts underway. Who really knows? That said, the last few contracts, I have to say, were really not all too advantageous for us, as they were always kind of pointed at light fabric, which, well, quite frankly, we didn't really have any business in delivering out, because we do use that for our own production. That said, all the goods here are still flowing out nicely. I'm just double-checking everything that we had contracts on the last few episodes to ensure that, you know, we're still doing well in that regard, but it does seem quite good, and, you know, we do still have tons of water in here, so we do not need to activate that water well again. We can just keep our profitability flowing for the time being, and look at just how quickly we're gaining all these amounts of money. We are going to be there in no time. Production alert. Storage is full. Warehouse full. Oh, that's just the wheat. Okay, well, for the wheat, I don't know if we have got any alternate means of processing that. I don't think so. I'm also slightly confused. Generally speaking. Ooh, pay raise. Oh no. A region has voted to increase the pay. Oh no! No! No, don't do that to me! All buildings upkeep plus 25%? Is that permanent now? You are absolutely joking, right? I hope that's not going to last forever. That's terrible for our profitability. That's like literally 250 grand that we lose there every single month. I do not like that. What do you mean vote to increase the pay? I don't allow it. Oh my god. We've got to get the government toppled now. That is absolutely unacceptable. No! Go away with your flippin' pay rise. How long does this last for? If this lasts forever, I am absolutely annoyed at that. I really don't hope so. Jesus Christ. Oh, we'll see. I guess we'll find out. That said, well, we do have 10 million. We will just give it a little leeway, you know, a little bit of a buffer, just in case the other company does impact our profitability, or suddenly there's some add-on expenses that we don't know of, or we need to fix something. 11.35 million does sound very nice and comfortable, though. So, time has come to take over Waterworth. Before we do that, though, I do want to have a last quick look at our tech tree with you guys, so that once we have taken over Waterworth, we can come back and reflect what we may have gotten on top. I hope there's some cool stuff that we'll be getting from this. There was also some random alert. Don't see any more than this one, which we already had, so no clue. We'll click it away. We'll just say that never happened. But let's have a quick look at the tech tree and see what all we currently have, right? So it's wheat, water, berries in the first one. Cows, sheep, and fish in this one. I do remember researching that and then finding out we didn't have any fish. was a glorious day. First days in this game, I guess. Berries here again. Berry smoothie. Water pumps. Logs. Nothing else. Wheat. Water pump. All the paper stuff. Coal mines. Which is interesting that we have that. I guess that was maybe a base thing. Fibers. Dye. Light fabric. All the toy stuff. Nothing here, nothing really here, nothing really here. I mean, these are all mostly the basics I think that we already had, right? I cannot imagine that I actually researched that, because, like, never made anything off that. I think we already had that, to be honest. Gas? Maybe. I'm not quite sure. Maybe we also already had that. Nothing here, nothing here, nothing here. This may actually be interesting, honestly. If we get an increased field limit from this takeover, it's going to be beautiful. We're going to be able to optimize away like so much in our production chains. And we won't have paid a single cent for it. So I would happily take any advancements here. Logistics-wise, you know, the urban roads at the very least, that is pretty much it. And then we do have the truck capacity here, of course. We do have the Zeppelins and the trains. And we do have a little bit of an R&D investment. But that's it. So, that is where we come from. Now, without further ado, let's finally complete our takeover of the first opposing company. Absolutely beautiful. Do you want to demolish all of the newly acquired company buildings? I surely am not going to click yes on that. What in the world? There we go. Everything's ours. Look at the amount of stuff we now own. Holy Jesus Christ. That is a lot. Lots of destination storage is full. Lots of things to take care of. I think this will be a whole task and a half. This here apparently is belonging to Parts Corporation, which is interesting. And then we do have the permit in Halle, which is awesome. The AI even was nice enough to get some basic stuff going out here for us, which this honestly isn't going to be very profitable at all, but we will see about that. Now, for the total balance, I don't know what this company did last month. I hope it's a positive balance, though, one way or another. I'm sure we'll find out. Ooh, we've got chicken! Nice. I don't think we had chicken research before, so it's definitely more stuff that we've unlocked now. The one thing that really comes to mind, though, there doesn't seem to be any production. No, there is some production out here, in fact. Ooh, quite advanced production, actually. Doing, like, some clothings and stuff, which... Oh yeah, there is a clothing store in the region, so AI is making some good money off of that. Otherwise, though, it's all basic products, which is weird, because these are mostly not really profitable, so we'll have to do some work there, most certainly. But the first question of the day is, how much are we worth now? 85 million, good stuff. Look at that, that is beautiful. Prospering tech, cash flow, main tech tree, textile. Oh wow, we just got a lot of technology there, didn't we? Well, I'm really interested to see what we just got from that now. We do now own, of course, 4 permits, which is so much more than what Parts Corporation has. And on top of that, kind of got to keep in mind that all the permits in the region are sold. So it's 4 against 2 permits now, which is already from a resource perspective and like a space perspective as well, of course. It's gonna be so good for us because we just have so much room to play, and they will get limited at some point. So that's easily going to be the case. And we actually take them over, I hope. Well, we'll see just how well it goes, right? Don't be too happy just now. But you can see that there's 41. Jesus Christ, there is 41 production alerts. So we will have a lot of a job to take care of here. First things first, let's go have a look at the tech tree and see what's new. Nothing in the efficiency department for the time being. We do have potatoes newly and hops, which is interesting. Very interesting, to be honest, because I'm not sure. Oh, yeah, it's probably down here in liquor. What we do with that. And, well, moving on. Do have the chicken now, which we can make chicken soup out of, or fried chicken. We do not have the ingredients for any of these, though, so that could be a bit of an issue. Well, I mean, we'll see. Vegetables shouldn't be too hard to make, and then... But the thing is, at the end of the day, we also kind of need to be able to sell it, so we do need to look at the demands here, too. We do have orange fields, newly, which is beautiful. Sugarcane fields, which is quite cool, because that can make a soda water, which also we will probably not be able to sell yet, unfortunately. Apples, even. There's so much technology that we just got. I mean, let's sum this up while we go, alright? 200, 400, 800, 1 million, 1.2 million, 1.4 million, right? We're just getting started here. This is also new. Wooden planks. We didn't have that before. 1.8 million. And we were even looking at that because I think there's some furnitures and stuff that we can sell newly, technically, in Panowitz if we want to. So that's an option. 1.8 million altogether, right? Liquor. Nothing new. Paper mill. Nothing new. Textile. And Jesus Christ, there is a good bunch of new stuff here. Wow. Heavy fabric is new. 3.6 million of value. Work clothes are absolutely insane. 9.2 million total. Summer clothes, 14.8 million total. We did have that, but holy moly, did we get a lot of our money's worth already in technology from this. That is nothing new. This is new. 15.2. This is new. 15.6. Wow. This is new as well. 15.8. This just keeps going and going. Unfortunately, nothing here, which I would have really hoped. Nothing here. Nothing here either. Same deal. And same deal. So, overall, we just unlocked 15.8 million bucks in technology value just from taking this company over. Which, yes, of course, cost us 100 million bucks. But, I mean, honestly, 15.8 million in technology alone is really good. It's really, really nice. I mean, look at all the other stuff that we got from this just now. It's not just the technologies, is it? But the tough point now is going to be actually taking care of all of this. Because, holy moly, this is going to be one hell of a job. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. We have to reconfigure absolutely everything. Every single darn thing we have to reconfigure now. I was under the impression that we would hopefully at least, get the basics covered, but evidently that's not the case. That said, all these things are built in the auto logistics zone of the thing, right? So that's at least helpful. Crop Farm 6, is that still in? Crop Farm 6. So, all the farms, all the water pumps, everything, well, this one we maybe check as well. But everything should generally be in range as far as my impression goes. That is in range. And everything else I think is pretty out of the question. We've got Crop Farm 7 here, that's also in range, so quite nice. Then we've got Livestock Farm 6, which is also in range. So that's good. At the very least, all the auto logistics are going. What we need to do now, though, first things first, is we need to check the water need of this entire setup. Make sure we've got enough water being produced. And, well, then we kind of just go and get that bit going. Then we need to see how much wheat goes into all the livestock farms, see if we have got enough there. And then that's that, I guess. And then we kind of need to also take care of delivering everything to Kochsfeld, which we do luckily have that warehouse in Kochsfeld already, so that's going to be very helpful. In the farmer's market, though, where in the world? What in the world was the AI doing with the rubber? Oh, it's selling it here. Okay. So just selling the raw rubber, basically. Selling the oranges. Selling potatoes, I guess. Selling chicken meat. Yeah, so everything basically is already kind of taken care of. That has a demand here. So it works, I guess. It's not going to be the craziest bit of profit, but what is probably going to be this here. Because, I mean, honestly speaking, this stuff here costs so much to research. I estimate that there's going to be some insane profitability behind that. That said, I am really wondering where the AI was pulling the cotton from. I don't think there's any... Oh no, there is cotton farms up here. Okay, cool. Alright, so getting a basic image, I guess, of what's happening here in Kochsfeld. We'll start with that. We've got Thornstetten down here too, which is just basic products, but we'll kind of head on to that one a bit later. And we do have a random warehouse with a water well only, which is interesting, to say the least. Apart from that, we do have this up here. Very, very basic for now. We'll check that out in a little bit. It's not even any water set up there yet, so, you know, I guess the AI wasn't quite there yet. But we'll get started right here, and then we'll kind of just move around in a circle. So, first things first, the question is, do these livestock farms all need water? They do, right? Yup. Oh my god, do I need to count the fields for every one of them? I guess there is a 3 if there's 3 fields, right? This plantation only has 2 cotton fields. Oh no, that's just how much is in the storage. Ew! Oh wow, there's like milk and eggs. Yeah, I guess the AI can't do anything with the eggs. Well, he could export it to, like, the global market, I guess. Wondering a bit why he hasn't done that. Also wondering if I can just pull out a street, like down here or something, so the way to the global market isn't too long. Not entirely sure about that. Okay, but one way or another, we'll see about that. Now, do I really need to count every single field, yeah? Okay, we'll just see for the time being. Everything thus far says 1 per field. So, these, 1 per field. These are also 1 unit of water per field. Anything else, we've got apples, 1 unit per field. We've got potatoes, 1 unit per field. We did already check the cotton, didn't we? Yeah. Orchard, 1 unit per field. It's for the rubber trees, I guess. Did I check the crop farm? Well, now I know it's also 1 unit per field. Alright. So now we just count all the fields. Just, right? Easy. God, I am really dreading that already. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Did I have that one? No. Yes, I did. Okay. Right. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 52, 55. So there's 55 fields. So that means, do these all have the same production cycles? Please say yes. 55 fields, 55 fields. Trying to keep it in the back of my mind before we forget, you know. Okay, it's all 30 days everywhere. So it's 55 units of water a month, basically, currently. And what I have already seen, what I really don't like, is that for some of these fields, it's very inefficiently done, isn't it? Like, this cotton plantation has 1 field, doesn't it? That's like, honestly, I mean, what in the world? Especially since this cotton plantation has 2. So, like, you could easily add a 3rd field to that one and just destroy this one. But anyways, I mean, we will manage the efficiency later. For the time being, we'll just ensure that there's generally enough water and get the basic logistics going for everything, which is already going to be a huge task in and for itself. And then we come back to optimize what the AI absolutely messed up. Because this here, I see as a mess up. Absolutely mess up. Like, maybe that this thing has got this and that field, but in that case, you know, we could just get rid of it, get 1 extra field for that thing. And this thing also only... Why does every cotton plantation only have 2 fields? That's so weird. I don't know. But yeah, so lots of things to fix. Now, 55 units of water a month, right? For some reason, this water wealth has got all the hubs turned off, which is weird. Really weird. We'll have a look at that in a second. First things first. This thing's running. Oh my god. With 2 harvesters. I am like absolutely freaking out, man. Wait, where's that plantation? You cannot see. Oh no, last month's production, 2 units. Bam. Useful. I'm so confused about the setup. Anyways, so some water wells have 3 hubs, some water wells only have 2 hubs. It's all like a beautiful mix of things. Now, 1 water hub, or, well, generally, 1 water hub. Okay, so this is 6. Basically, 1 water hub is 2. So that's 3 functioning. 6 functioning. Not sure about that figure, to be honest. Where do I see if the hubs are turned on? How do I individually even turn the hubs on and off? Hub disabled. Yeah, that only changed 1 of them. I'm a bit confused about that. Not quite sure if we can count these in now or not. Why are those hubs disabled? Help! I am very confused. Technically there's 3 harvesters, but they're seemingly disabled. Anyways, we'll go for the ones for the time being where we don't have that pop-up. There's another setup here though. Maybe it's just because the thing is full. I don't know. Right, anyways, 3, 6, 9, 12. No, this is what happens when the thing is full. I'm so confused. So, 12, 13, 14, I guess, technically. That's 28, right? Hmm. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 17. How do I'm there? God. 3, 6, 9, 12. I'm already getting my brain fried here. 15, 18. Right, it's a bit more than I thought it was. And then these are 20. So it's 40 units of water. Then we get this technically, and that, which is another 6. So that would be 52 units of water. I'm a bit confused how this thing's holding itself, because technically it's missing a bit of input. But one way or another, I mean, it should be more or less enough water. Feels like it's a little too little, but hey. Okay, then. I guess we move on from that to kind of see how the livestock farms are being taken care of, right? So you've got these here, which are basically... Okay, that's the only livestock farms, right? Okay, that's the only variance. 1 unit of wheat per field per 30 days. So it's 3, 6, 9. This is also like... The inefficiency, man. Like, Jesus Christ. 3, 6, 9. 12, 15. So we need 15 units of wheat per month. We have got, coming out of this thing, 6, 6. So, I mean, it's 2 per field, right? So, 3, 6, 9, 12. That's a bit excessive, isn't it? It's 24 units of wheat. Can we just sell that to the farmer's market, basically? Or, yeah, I guess that's why the AI is doing that. Okay. So, understood. We do have enough wheat, most definitely. Then, all these are being taken care of. So, I mean, generally speaking, the auto logistics zone should work for the time being. That's a start, right? I would like to go and do some efficiency checks, though, because some of this does not make a single bit of sense to me. For example, this livestock farm here, which last month had a production of 0 units, because this thing actually owns all 3 of these fields. Why in the world is there a livestock farm without a single field attached to it? I am so confused by the AI. That AI is doing some weird stuff, man. That makes no sense whatsoever. So yeah, I think, I mean, honestly, lots of work ahead of us. This will keep us busy for a good bunch of episodes, I would say. First things first, what we have ensured now is that everything in terms of inflows and outflows kind of makes sense. We do know what kind of goes where, what we need to sell. So, I mean, there's like wheat to sell, the oranges, and the meat, and the milk, and the chicken meat and everything else in between, the apples, blah blah blah. We know about that. We know that we have enough water, we've got enough stuff to feed the cattle, and the auto logistics zone is going. So in the next episode, first things first, I would say we go and get all the stuff over from warehouse 1 to warehouse 7 out here, which we are pretty much just using as a delivery warehouse, and that'll just be a little more efficient for us. And then go and, well, I mean, this should be in the auto logistics zone, so we won't have to even configure the sellout zone. When that is taken care of, and all the goods are being moved over that need to be moved over in the appropriate amounts, we will go back and take care of this efficiency, because, like, I mean, this thing's going to go, and there is, like, multiple farms out here that don't have the full amount of fields, so we can probably consolidate that into a little less farms and make that more efficient. I do not know what the AI was thinking there, but we'll make things a little more efficient. We'll make sure that everything works, and we'll get that all going, and also have a look at this hub stuff, because I'm not really quite sure how to reactivate those. What's the deal right there? We will need to find out, and then afterwards we will go and move on to this warehouse down here, which will be quite crucial, I feel, because we will be earning a lot of money from that, I hope. So that's the plan right there. Really looking forward to it. I hope you all like where this is going. I certainly am. If you have enjoyed this very episode, if you're happy with where we're going, make sure to go ahead and smash that like button right down below for the YouTube algorithm. And if you're new around here and haven't done so just yet, also please consider subscribing right down below, as well as hitting that bell icon in order to stay up to date on all future upcoming episodes. But with all that out of the way then, as usual everybody, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I will catch you in the next episode very, very soon. Ciao.